When it comes to your heart rate, it's a bit like the speed of your car. What you want is not too fast, not too slow, and not too erratic. In fact, most of the time, heart rhythm and pace are not things you need to think about. And unless something unusual is going on, you're likely completely unaware of what your heart is doing. Heart rate is important because the heart's function is so important. The heart circulates oxygen and nutrient-rich blood throughout the body. When it's not working properly, just about everything is affected. Heart rate is central to this process because the function of the heart, called cardiac output, is directly related to heart rate and stroke volume, the amount of blood pumped out with each beat. Your heart rate is separate from your blood pressure. That's the force of your blood against the walls of your blood vessels. A faster pulse doesn't necessarily mean high blood pressure. When your heart speeds up, like when you exercise, your blood vessels should expand to let more blood pass through. Even if you are not an athlete, knowledge about your heart rate can help you monitor your fitness level, and it might even help you spot developing health problems. The best time to measure your pulse is in the morning, before you get out of bed, and before you've had your morning coffee or tea. The best places to find your pulse are the wrists, the side of your neck, and top of the foot. Put the tips of your index and middle fingers on your skin. Press lightly until you feel the blood pulsing beneath your fingers. You may need to move your fingers around until you feel it. Count the beats you feel for 10 seconds. Multiply this number by 6 to get your heart rate or pulse per minute. If you are using the carotid, it's important to only check one side at a time, and not to massage the artery. This is an area that senses a blood pressure flowing through the artery and signals to the heart to keep it in a tight range. Stimulating this area can trick it into dropping the heart rate and blood pressure, leading to a blackout. Wearable devices such as smartwatches use light rather than pressure to measure heart rate. As the volume of small arteries in the wrist transiently increase with each heartbeat, the amount of light reflected back to the conductor in the watch changes, and the frequency with which these fluctuations occur is the heart rate. They are an attractive way to have real-time heart rate recording during rest and activity, but they have inherent limitations due to the simplicity of their design, and interference caused by movement can often interrupt their recordings. Your resting heart rate is the number of times your heart beats per minute when you are at rest. For adults, the normal range is between 60 and 100 beats per minute, and it depends on things like 1. Age, as infants and children have faster heart rates due to their smaller body and heart size. 2. Body size, as people who have severe obesity can have a slightly faster pulse. 3. Weather, as your pulse may go up a bit in higher temperatures and humidity levels. Lots of things can cause your heart rate to slow down, known as bradycardia. 1. Relaxation. The heart rate slows as we relax, and the counterpart to the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us to rest and digest, is activated. 2. Medications. Many tablets can slow down heart rate, some deliberately to ease the load on the heart, such as beta blockers, antidepressants, and opioid-type painkillers. 3. Physical fitness. Exercise training in cardiovascular fitness causes a lower resting heart rate, and it can be quite normal for athletes to have resting heart rate in the 40s because their heart muscle is in better condition and doesn't need to work as hard to maintain a steady beat. 4. Heart arrhythmia. Arrhythmias can also slow down your heart. Heart block occurs when the electrical signals, which originate at the top of the heart in the atria, are not conducted properly to the ventricles at the bottom of the heart. There are various types of heart block, which range in severity from no symptoms at all to frequent blackouts or sudden death. Those at the more severe end of the spectrum may need a pacemaker to stimulate the heart to beat. On the other hand, there are some cases can cause your heart rate to speed up, known as tachycardia. 1. Exercise. When you exercise, your heart rate needs to increase to pump more blood around your body. A normal person pumps around 5 to 6 liters per minute, and an average person can get up to 20 liters a minute while exercising. Athletes can even go as high as 35. 2. Coffee and energy drinks. Caffeine increases your heart rate by blocking adenosine. This is a chemical in the brain that causes drowsiness and slows heart rate. 3. Stress. Stress and excitement cause activation of the sympathetic nervous system, which was biologically designed to help us hunt for food or run away from animals. 4. Infection. Serious infections, particularly when they spread into the bloodstream, put more strain on the heart, as more blood flow is required to carry immune cells from the bone marrow and lymph glands to target the infection. A faster heart rate alerts doctor the infection is severe. 5. Thyroid disease. Your thyroid is a gland in your neck that works to maintain your metabolism. An overactive thyroid gland can increase the heart rate, along with causing weight loss, irritability, heat intolerance, and diarrhea. 6. Heart arrhythmias. The heart's normal electrical activity can also be interrupted, leading to tachyarrhythmias, where the heart is beating fast and abnormally. Atrial fibrillation is the most common arrhythmia, where the pulse becomes irregular and can cause symptoms such as palpitations, shortness of breath, and lightheadedness. One of its more serious complications is stroke. In a large U.S. study, a higher heart rate was associated with a greater incidence of heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, and early death from heart-related and non-heart-related causes. In patients who have a history of heart attacks, having a lower heart rate seems to be better. There are several ways you can do this to help your heart stay healthy and in normal rate. Exercise. Physical activity strengthens your heart, just like other muscles in your body. It trains your heart to be more efficient so it doesn't work as hard when you are at rest. A walk, bicycle ride, or yoga class can all help. Quit smoking. Smoking causes your arteries and veins to get smaller. This can lead to a higher heart rate. Mixing tobacco products can bring your pulse down to a healthier level. Relax. Stress can send hormones like adrenaline and cortisol racing through your blood, which can raise your heart rate. Things like meditation and yoga can help lower stress levels. Over the long term, they can lower your resting heart rate too. Eat more fish. A healthy diet is the cornerstone of heart health. In addition to fruits and vegetables, which are rich in vitamins and minerals, add fish to your menu. Eating it regularly can help lower your heart rate. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your family or friends. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell